สวัสดีค่ะ Wanasan Kurahong, and welcome to Be My Guest, the program that brings you successful stories of institutions and entrepreneurs in both domestic and international arena. As we all know, diamonds are girls' best friend. Jewelry and gems are also parts of that circle. Today we will get to learn more from the guru about the industry in Thailand. And welcome to the program. Right now I am here with Kun Suriyon C. Orathai-kun, the gems and jewelry expert. สวัสดีค่ะ Kun Suriyon.
สวัสดีครับ สวัสดีครับ
Now, Kun Suriyon, thank you so much for giving us, a little bit of your time. I know you're super busy right now, and obviously the fair is just a great success. Having to talk about a little bit about the gems and jewelry industry, though, can you give us perhaps a little bit of background since you're an expert and everybody knows
Well,
that?
the history of gems and jewelry came a long way since 50, 60 years ago, where the export numbers was only maybe like 100 million baht, and so it went so long until now, it's 2016. The figure is almost reaching 400,000 million baht, including both gold and jewelry and silver, color stones and pearls. So it has grown so much from a workforce of less than 500 to almost a million now. So
500 to a million?
Yes,
Wow.
from 50 years ago. So it has gone a really long way journey, but it is still expanding. So we are the country that has the raw material. We are famous for our yellow sapphire.
Oh,
Yes,
really?
Chantaburi and also Siamese rubies at that time. And then since the industry started growing, many people start to understanding that Thailand can do jewelry well. So 1970 something, many companies start producing and opening the factory for themselves to export. So that time it has generated the industry and it's keep growing until where it is now.
Now, at that time in 1970, I'm just wondering,
Yes.
where are we exporting to? Like,
We
what
are-
are the countries that
Yes, many
interested?
companies exporting to USA, to Japan, and also
Japan?
to Japan also, and also to countries surrounding us. So that time the industry already expanding and exporting. Yes, and then the reason that we can do that very well because when we handicraft the watermelons, we do
Right.
it very well.
The carving.
The Thais do
fruit
it very well
carving.
because we are Jayen. We are
With
take it-
patience.
We are
We have a
patient,
lot
and
of
then
patience on that.
we are go into details. Countries like us having temples and all the art piece. If you can see the grand opening, the first show come out is our pride because that is since 200 years ago our ancestor has made all those pieces, and now we are in the 21st century. We also making that pieces, but in a different way, more modern, more suit to the everyday life. So the industry has grown so much. It's unbelievable, and it's now bringing in so much money into the country, as it is the number 2 or number 3 largest industry in Thailand in terms of export figures.
Wow.
Yes.
So we're doing very well. Now, you mentioned that there are obviously a lot more people
Yes.
in the industry in terms
Yes.
of labor force.
Yes.
Are these people these are obviously skilled workers?
Yes, they are all
Right.
skilled workers. Like this fair alone, there's 800 companies, and overall there's almost 2,000 companies, SME, big size companies. So they they have employees starting from the beginning of the process all the way to the end of the process. So we are sourcing color stones, diamonds, and then making a design and putting into production and production finish, QC, and re-export.
Wow.
Yes.
Are there school for this? I'm just wondering. Like, are there
Of course,
like a jewelry school?
there are
That's
jewelry
why.
school. There are many institutions that support the industry, and also among the factory themselves, they also have training. They also have training, so each of the skilled laborers, they can teach on the next step, the next understanding to the next younger generation. So now it is passing on through another generation at a very fast pace. Yes.
Now, if we have one in Thailand, obviously, you know, other countries would have as well. Are there different trends that we could learn from?
Yes.
Are we like exchanging ideas or knowledge at all?
Because this industry has set foot in Thailand 50, 60 years ago and it has been growing. Other countries surrounding us, we don't see many manufacturers regarding jewelry because the government has been worked closely with this private sector for a long time. You know, they have tax exempt, they have helping, they have promoting together along with the private sector for almost over 40 years.
Wow.
Yes, so this is bring us to the advantage that we have
over the other countries.
Wow. And the other countries would like to have this because it's a prestige.
I know.
Jewelry is prestige. It is art piece and it is expensive, but it's not only luxurious. If you say, oh, people are lula over, you know, luxury is not true because it brings in income to the country, to the kingdom of Thailand. Yes, which is we should be preserving and also promoting this industry and to make it known to the whole Thais that we should be proud of our handicraft and promoting others, foreigners to when they come to Thailand, please shop Thai jewelry. Amazing Thailand, land of jewels.
Right.
Yes.
Now, at this point, because in the past you say Japan and the United States would
Yes.
be, you know, one of our
Yes.
biggest trader. What about now? Like, who is the most, let's say, you know, be able to pay? You know what? I'm going to pay big buck for Thai jewelries.
Yes, you know, look at around. Many visitors here, all foreigners, all everywhere, Europeans, you know, Canadian, you know, Japan, Korea, basically everyone's, you know, can look at the registration of counter. There's more than 50, 60, 70 countries are visiting this Bangkok Gems and Jewelry Fair. So we are trading with everyone in the world who love jewelry, who like jewelry. I like to compare, you know, before to be able to understand. We are the country who export rice number one. So we are the kitchen of the world rice. Same with jewelry. You know, jewelry, Thailand also do well. So we are also exported to the world at a good price and a reasonable and very good quality.
So you think that that's kind of our selling point?
This is our strength, our strength, you know, the integrity, honesty, design, and also the precise commitment. It's our strength in Thailand industry, and it has gone very much advanced, you know, but we cannot stop. We have to keep improving, you know, bringing in new idea, new generation, new support from the government. This cannot be stopped because look how beautiful it is, and it is in the middle of the Bangkok, in a country that we can have all billions of dollars of jewelry trading in our country. It's amazing. Yes.
Now, the trend. I
Yes.
mean, you know, everybody, like I have been looking around, and of course, I've seen tiaras as a
Yes.
ring. I thought that
Yeah.
was like one of the most interesting things. What are the trends right now? What are
The
people
trends
into?
right now, you know, the government the DITP, the Department of Export Promotion, is doing this promotion behind us, as you can see. You know, they're promoting the jewelry for the elderly, which is nice. How they can take things out easily,
Really?
and then and you know, it's nice to be recognized. Nobody would like to be called old, but you know,
Of course not.
but elderly is
It's
beautiful.
true.
Though. And then the jewelry for pets, you know. Now people love
For
pets.
pets?
Yeah,
Like
sometimes.
for dogs?
Yeah, for dogs. You know, they have
Oh.
a love for their dog so much. You know, and then jewelry for men. You know. And
Yeah,
also
that would be interesting for men.
auspicious jewelry, the jewelry, you know, they believe in. You know, you wear ruby in what month, you know, you wear diamond in April, you know, in May it's emerald, you know, it will enhance you. Actually, it makes you feel good about everyday life. Jewelry make you feel good, make you feel successful. And it is all right to feel good and feel successful, all right?
I agree.
Yeah, it is all right. You know, you're wearing beautiful pearl, you feel good, you know, with the earring matching. This is life, it's lifestyle. And behind us, tiara, you know, there's a wedding. Girl's dream is to have a good wedding. And the tiara market is getting larger because of
Really?
many countries, and also in Thailand, the brides, like to wear tiara now.
Like headpieces.
Yeah, the headpiece, so they want to look most beautiful, and Thailand can make that.
Now, talking about the design though, you think what kind of design, like, I mean, there's only so much that you can come up with. How do people come up with like all this inspiration and stuff? Like, where do they look for?
The jewelry design, sometimes the trend is within the major industry place. Thailand, this fair, Thailand is the top 5 in terms of exhibition fair and the number of the booth. We are in the top 5.
Wow, how many do we have here? You say 800?
We have 800 companies and over 2,000 booths and growing.
Wow.
Yes, again growing. So the government hosts this fair and with the private sector supporting, so it has become a success. As you can see, it's a confidence. When we have our clients here, they feel like, oh, this is a place, this is the one-stop shop. They feel confidence. They can buy pearls, they can buy silver, they can buy souvenir, they can open a shop. AEC, I promote this to all AEC country. If you love of jewelry, invest in it, because you open a shop, you sell to the customer, you make profit, and your dead stock is jewelry. So it's never dead. It's gold and diamond and pearls. Your stock always value, growing up, because people, if 20 years ago, we only have 3 billion population. Now we have almost 7 billion.
And a lot of them are women.
Growing.
I mean,
women, yes.
Who would love jewelry?
And we love women. They are our angel for the industry, because they love jewelry. So this is really a growing business and growing industry, and awareness is very important, that it is to be supported, and it is to be loved, and it is to be taken care of. This is very important for the country's future, because we can do this very well.
Now, when you talk about all this, customer, like we talk about target groups.
Yes.
Apart from women, is there anyone else that we're looking at?
Apart from women, there is men.
Right. Well, also,
yes.
The elderly or even third gender. I mean, that's...
Yes, women or third gender or fourth gender, they all love jewelry. They all, as you can see in the fair, there's all type of jewelry for everyone. So everyone can enjoy jewelry, doesn't matter. Jewelry is equality.
There you go.
Yes,
that's
for
everyone. That's a great way of actually, ending the first break, really, because that's all the time we have for this first break.
Okay.
But of course, after this break, like I would like to talk to you a little bit about maybe obstacle for this industry, what we need to overcome.
Okay.
So make sure you stay tuned, because when we come back, a lot more on the jewelry industry.